Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. And welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related. And consciousness is our canvas. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And I'm just starting about again on another absolutely fantastic day today. Look at the sky, nice and clear today, guys. And I'm out and about again. You already know the score with my two favourite compadres, Paddy and Willow. Yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's absolutely fantastic to have you out and about again on another fantastic day. Like I always like to start off by saying thank you so much for the love and support to everyone that has liked, commented and subscribed to the channel. It really does melt my heart. I really am in deep gratitude to each and every one of you. But yeah, we're going to start with just going on our bit of a wander on one of our local backfields today. Oh, hell. Let's look at this now, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Abundance. Just going to sting myself. Give myself a good sting. I don't know if anyone's watched the previous videos, but oh, what the hell? I didn't even see it down there. Yeah, the nettles. It's very good for hay fever, inflammation. I actually come out the other week and I picked some. I come out and I managed to pick some, and then I took them home, chopped them up, and just whacked them in a drink. And it's very good for like anyone who suffers with like pain in the prostate, or even like you say, prostatitis, anything, any prostate problems. You know, obviously that's because that's very common with men, especially men who are getting to an older age, similar age range as me. And it's very good because I have had a few problems with that in the past. I think it was prostatitis. But sometimes like your urine, it'll smell like a fishy smell. It's kind of like an infection. But the best way to treat that, you know, obviously most people go to doctors and stuff like that. But listen, when God created this earth, like He created this beautiful field and this beautiful abundance and the seasons, you know, He created everything that is healing, you know. And everything, you know, all you need to do, the information is out there, guys. You know, it's something out there, because when it's a bit like I was looking at, you know, I read a quote yesterday on X. What did it say now? It basically said, children look towards their parents for guidance. Parents look towards their doctors for guidance or healing or whatever, and then doctors look towards their educators who are there trained off as guidance, and the educators are trained and paid by the Rockefellers. So do with that information whatever you will, guys, but we already know people are starting to wake up. We are living in a world which is fake, and I've spoke about this on oh, look at the parakeets. I don't know if you heard that then, guys. Yeah, the old parakeets flying overhead. Maybe that was a sign, who knows. But yeah, it just makes you realise and wonder, you know, everything's designed to keep you down, make you pay, you know, become, you know, because obviously the Rockefellers basically stated, it was in like the early 1900s where they bought the education board. They literally, they own so much, like in terms of, but it's not so much about, you know, because obviously, yeah, they've got vast amounts of wealth, but at the same time, it's not even so much about that, because they've got that much money, like the trillionaires, these big companies or corporations that control the majority of the world. It's a bit like the US stock market, right? 90% or, yeah, around about 90% of the stock market is owned by 3 companies. That is insane, which is like, you know, JP Morgan, Fidelity's one, BlackRock, you know, all these companies are owned. Sorry, the stock market is owned by 90% of these three companies, or literally a handful of companies. So it kind of like gives you an insight as to who really does control the world, who dictates things. But at the same time, guys, I'm a big believer in you create your own reality, because you don't have to play by their rules. You can play by your own rules. Create your own rules, you know, because you are the orchestrator, you are the architect. This is why I always say you are anything, you are everything. You are Christ consciousness, because we are all one collective consciousness as of one, you know. When you think about it, we all come from the same place, which is the divine, and we are all one reality. Because once we leave this reality, once our bodies die, we go on to the next one, or we go on to the divine, or we go, you know, it's, you know, there's so much more to this world that we don't understand. But just through going in like introspection, going into inside yourself, listening to your inner source, inner being, whatever that may be, and you start to wake up and realise we really are, you know, living in, it's literally like we're living it. Well, if you choose to live inside the matrix, that is up to you, but you don't have to. Choose your own rules, your own reality, because it's like I always say, if you want to get up, you want to be wealthy. And I've actually been doing this, like a process. There's a guy called Elmer Locker, Elmer Locker, and he does, his granddad was very good friends with, what's his name now? Oh, I can't remember his name. It's, no, his name's gone. But anyway, he's basically like a manifesting coach, and he basically talks about, you know, how your reality is not what you think it is, and everything's a simulation. And it kind of rings true, that, guys, because when we are kids and when we are children or whatever that may be, you know, we what do we use as kids to play a game? Like, we used to play cops and robbers, didn't we? But how did we create? And we used to play it like it was real, didn't we? And we put so much thought and attention and passion into these games, weren't we? Because we was using a little cheat code or a little thing, which is our imagination. And as we've grown older, gone to schools, told to do this, do that, been indoctrinated, started to watch the news, started to believe other people's misconceptions or opinions about ourselves, then basically then we start to realise that we are no longer living from our inner selves or our inner beings of who we are, our souls. We are listening, or we are playing to the tune and the fiddle of the drum of what we think people think we should be. And that is not how it works, guys, you know what I mean? So yeah, always be yourself, know what you are and who you are. And you'll only know that just by looking inside introspectively and realising that you are the power. But yeah, here she is. What are you doing? Eh? Oh, she's a good girl, aren't you? Look at this. She's a specimen. Daddy, come here. Yeah, to start with the doggies today. Enjoying the sunshine, getting some of that vitamin D, but I think we'll leave it there, guys. Just a few things for you to, you know, just go over in your head and realise and just think about, you know, because I do this channel to help people. It's not even so much, yeah, obviously I'm helping myself, mental health, you know, clarity, everything, whatever you want to call it. But it's mainly to help more people, because, you know, if I can get up there and even just giving someone a little bit of insight, a little bit of wisdom, or even a little bit of motivation, you know, then I've done my job, and I've made the world a better place, you know, just bit by bit. If I can just change someone, or even change someone's mindset from being down and depressed, or, you know, realising that they are more than what they already think they are. Because at the end of the day, everything starts from what you think and what you feel. And no one can tell you how to think or how to feel, only you can do that. So make sure that you can control it, because you already are everything. But yeah, we'll leave it at that, guys. But thank you so much for the love and support. Don't forget to follow me. I'm Danny Mater on Facebook and Instagram. Danny Details 84 on TikTok. Also, all the links to my description are down below. And also, guys, don't be shy. Get Telegram downloaded. And there's a free chat room there to anyone who wants to reach out, have a chat to me directly, or to the group. You know, once the group starts to grow, I'm trying to build a community, you know, where we can start like just having open discussions and then go on from there. So yeah, it's Telegram. The links to that in the description. There's also buy me a coffee link. You know, if anyone wants to buy, I'm not asking people to, but if you want to do so, that would be greatly appreciated. But for me, Danny Detours, Paddy and Willow, hope you have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.